Is a gift an income?
A gift is an income, but it's exempt.
Okay.
But
so
you see,
if Mr. Taiwo Idele sees me and says, showing you good Yoruba boy.
Yeah,
You
this
prostrated and you greeted me. Take 1,000 naira.
There's no tax on it. But
it.
you know, the danger is that you can now make some tax planning around that. In fact, I saw one guy on social media, he said, from now on, when you pay for my services, description must be gifts. That cannot work. A gift can only be a gift if there's no exchange of value. If you give me something in return for what I'm paying you, it's no longer a gift. But the point is, if it's truly a gift, it is not taxable.
Okay. Now, I'd like to know for the benefit of those who are watching right now, and they will be thinking in their heads, okay, which one works for me, which one doesn't work for me. The tax works on items, not on it exempts a few items because the government puts priority on them because they want people to be able to afford
for those
them.
things to be affordable, yes.
But not specific to ages or even if you're a 5-year-old and you are making money. As long as you make profit, you pay tax.
No, there's a distinction between value-added tax, which is just on sales of goods and services. So what I've explained is this new law from January will make the prices of essential consumption come down because this reform is reducing the cost. And that is, again, food, health, education, rent, and transportation. Any other thing. If you buy a mobile phone, if you pay for airtime, you buy a brand new car, right? You will pay VAT on those ones. The rate hasn't gone up. So which means nobody is going to be worse off as far as VAT is concerned from next year compared to current situation. In fact, the vast majority of Nigerian people will be far better off, including businesses. We've also introduced where any business that has what we call taxable supply, which means the things you sell either carry VAT or zero VAT. In that case, any VAT, like if you set up a factory and you spend money on plant and equipment, in Nigeria today, under the old law, you bear the VAT. From January next year, that VAT is refunded. So this is also bringing the cost of doing business down for businesses. Which if they
is this for all businesses or just for manufacturing?
No, all businesses, even
businesses.
Service providers. So there are service providers like lawyers, like accountants, who never got any input credit for VAT before in Nigeria's history. From January next year, they'll start getting it. So all that they need to do is just keep records. Because you can't go to the taxman and say, trust me, I paid the VAT, right?
Yeah.
You keep record and you get this refund. This is huge reduction in cost and cash flow benefits to businesses.
Now, there was when we were talking about this tax and when it was a bill at the time and there was a lot of hullabaloo about it and a lot of people were debating. And I remember you mentioned that if you buy food in some certain restaurant compared to buying in a certain restaurant. So I've heard people say, now I will now choose the kind of restaurant I buy food now. Give us an understanding of what that means.
Yes, I like that because you also you mentioned something similar to that when we started. If you go and buy, So the way it works, so there are two dimensions to it. If you buy food in its basic or raw form, you don't pay tax on it.
Okay. In the market.
If
I go to Wuse market, a food market.
So even somebody may even supply you at home. So you are buying
raw rice,
you are buying gari.
No VAT.
No VAT. It doesn't matter who you are, even if you are a billionaire. If you move from that point and you're looking for cooked food, then you have the choice of
Mama Put. From Baba Farmer
to Mama Put. Yes. If you want to patronize Mama Put, any Mama Put whose annual turnover is less than 100 million.
Okay.
This is someone making around 8 million naira a month. They are exempted from charging VAT. So you can eat your amala with pomo in peace. You don't pay any
So those
VAT.
of us who eat on the roadside now.
People like you. People like you. You now go to Transcorp and go and eat and enjoy it. You will pay VAT.
So so you look at the restaurant and say, 8 million, you can be able to gauge them.
Yes, exactly. So the whole idea is, on one hand, we want those people not to have to worry about taxes. On the other hand, people that generally patronize them are low income and middle class. You won't see a CEO go to Mama Put, right? They'll go to nice. Some of them spend 50K on one meal. So, which is not bad, right? But it means that they have the capacity to pay tax. And that's what it means to make the tax system progressive.
Yeah. So you pay more, you have more, you pay more.
Pay more.
That's what it looks like.
You don't have money, you are decent or you are average, you don't pay tax.
But imams and pastors will not pay tax.
It also depends. So
do you see the salaries of pastors and imams as
as income?
As income.
It's income. So what the law says is that the church and the mosque will not pay tax unless they start doing business
as an institution.
As an institution or organization.
But the salary they pay their workers.
Anybody they pay, whether it's the pastor, whether it's the choir, whether it's the... Because these people are just working. It just happens that they are working in
their services that are
God's
vineyard.
Vineyard. They're not different from the person.
That vineyard is God's vineyard, though. Don't tax God's vineyard.
The person that is selling food, you don't think they're doing the work of God. The farmer that goes to the market, to the farm, to go and farm so we can eat, they're doing the work of God. So the way everybody pays, because the only difference is if that amount you're getting is below the threshold for taxation, you are exempted, whether you're an imam or pastor or you don't believe in God. The moment you exceed that point as an individual, you pay tax. We can't start creating a society where we say some religions are superior to other things. I may just decide that I don't believe in God and I'm Yoruba. I want to believe in Babalawo and then you shouldn't punish me. Why should I pay tax and the other people are not paying? So the tax law is neutral in that sense.
Neutral to gender, to race, to religion,
to belief.
Yeah. It's just
only income. It cares about you low income earner, are you middle class, are you upper class? If you're low income earner from next year, no personal income tax. You're exempted from tax. If you're middle class, your tax will drop. If you're high income, your tax will go up.